9 million Instagram followers, a global Netflix phenomenon, a face that launched 1,000 fan edits. Louis Partridge isn't just another British actor trying to make it in Hollywood. At just 21 years old, he's already captured hearts worldwide, starred opposite Millie Bobby Brown in one of Netflix's biggest hits, and built a reputation as one of the most talented young actors of his generation. In this video, we're breaking down exactly how Louis Partridge maintains his lean physique, the fitness routine that keeps him camera ready, 5 habits that fuel his success, his philosophy on balancing stardom and normalcy, and the journey that made him the heartthrob everyone's talking about. Stick around because by the end, you'll see exactly how Louis went from playing Maid Marian in a school play to becoming one of Hollywood's most promising young stars, and what we can all learn from his grounded approach to fame. The overnight sensation. Now imagine this. You're 17 years old, sitting in an exam room taking your GCSEs, Britain's most important high school exams. Your phone buzzes. It's the call you've been waiting for. You've just landed the role of a lifetime in a Netflix film starring Millie Bobby Brown and Henry Cavill. Do you finish the exam or let your mind wander to the incredible opportunity ahead? That was Louis Partridge's reality. He chose the audition over the exam preparation. And while he admits it was the worst exam he took that year, he also says he'd make the same choice 100 times over. That decision led to Enola Holmes, the film that would change his life forever. Playing the charming Viscount Tewkesbury opposite Millie Bobby Brown, Louis delivered a performance that was equal parts charismatic, vulnerable, and utterly captivating. The chemistry between the two leads was undeniable, and audiences around the world fell in love with the young British actor with the floppy hair and the genuine smile. Who is Louis Partridge? Louis Partridge was born on June 3, 2003 in Wandsworth, London, England. He grew up in the Clapham area with his parents, James and Liz Partridge, and his 2 sisters. His father, James, is a former lawyer who now works in graduate recruitment, while his mother, Liz, is an accountant who paused her career to raise the family and now volunteers with the wildlife charity Helping Rhinos. The Partridge household had 0 connections to the entertainment industry. Louis grew up skateboarding, doing parkour, and living a completely normal middle-class British childhood. His first taste of acting came at age 10 when he played Maid Marian in an all-boys school production of Robin Hood. That performance sparked something in him. While his friends were playing rugby and football on weekends, Louis was on film sets. He started with extra work, appearing in productions like Call the Midwife, before landing minor roles in major films. At just 12 years old, Louis appeared in the 2015 fantasy film Pan, starring Hugh Jackman. In 2017, he played the school bully G-Man in Paddington 2. These early roles gave him invaluable experience, but his parents were cautious. His father's own mother had discouraged James from pursuing acting, telling him he needed a proper stable job. Louis heard the same warnings. Acting is one of the most insecure professions in the world. Most actors don't get paid, but Louis kept showing up. In 2019, he landed his first significant television role playing Piero de' Medici in the historical drama series Medici, which streamed on Netflix. It was his first recurring role, and it proved he could handle more substantial parts. Then came Enola Holmes in 2020. The audition process was long and stressful, coinciding with his GCSE exams. But when he got the call confirming he'd landed the role, everything changed. Louis reprised his role in Enola Holmes 2 in 2022, cementing his status as a fan favorite. That same year, he took on one of his most challenging roles yet, playing the infamous punk rocker Sid Vicious in Danny Boyle's FX miniseries Pistol. The role showcased Louis's range, proving he could play characters far darker and more complex than the charming Tewkesbury. In 2024, Louis starred in Apple TV Plus's psychological thriller series Disclaimer, alongside Cate Blanchett and Kevin Kline, further establishing himself as a serious actor. He's set to appear in Noah Baumbach's comedy drama Jay Kelly, alongside George Clooney and Adam Sandler, and will reprise his role as Tewkesbury in Enola Holmes 3. He's also been cast as the charming but unscrupulous George Wickham in Netflix's upcoming Pride and Prejudice adaptation. Beyond acting, Louis signed with Prada in 2022 and has walked in multiple runway shows and appeared in major campaigns. In October 2023, Louis began dating American singer-songwriter Olivia Rodrigo, who wrote the love song So American about him. Despite his fame, Louis remains remarkably grounded, still living in South London close to his family. Louis Partridge's fitness routine. Louis maintains a lean, athletic physique that's perfect for both period dramas and modern roles. While he doesn't publicly share an intense workout regimen, his approach to fitness is consistent and sustainable. Louis stays active through a combination of activities that keep him moving without obsessing over the gym. He's naturally athletic, having grown up skateboarding and doing parkour around London. These activities built his foundational strength, balance, and coordination. Louis also plays football and stays engaged in sports he genuinely enjoys. For him, fitness isn't about punishment or extreme routines. It's about staying active in ways that feel natural and fun. When preparing for specific roles, Louis works with trainers to build the physique required for the character. For Pistol, playing Sid Vicious, he needed to capture the lean, rebellious look of a punk rocker. For Enola Holmes, he maintained a fit but not overly muscular build that fit the Victorian era aesthetic. Louis's approach to fitness is refreshingly normal. He doesn't post gym selfies or obsess over macros. He stays active, eats relatively well, and focuses on feeling good rather than chasing unrealistic standards. It's a sustainable approach that works for his busy schedule of filming, traveling, and balancing his career with his personal life. 5 habits that fuel Louis's success. Number 1, prioritizing education. Even after landing Enola Holmes, Louis continued his A-levels, completing exams in English, French, and film studies in 2021 with strong grades. He understands that acting is unpredictable, and having a solid educational foundation gives him options and perspective. Number 2, staying grounded with family. Louis lives in South London close to his parents and sisters. He frequently mentions them in interviews and credits them with keeping him humble. His family reminds him of who he was before the fame and who he'll always be regardless of his career. Number 3, protecting his privacy. Unlike many young stars, Louis doesn't overshare on social media. He's selective about what he posts and keeps his personal life relatively private. This protects his mental health and allows him to maintain normalcy away from the spotlight. Number 4, cultivating unique interests. Louis has eclectic tastes that set him apart. He loves 1950s and 60s doo-wop music, listens to bands like The Strokes, The Smiths, and The Cure, and has a deep interest in fashion. He teaches himself piano and uses his platform to share music rather than just selfies. These interests make him more than just an actor. They make him interesting. Number 5, showing up consistently. From his first school play to his latest film, Louis has always shown up. He didn't wait for permission or perfect circumstances. He auditioned, worked as an extra, took small roles, and kept building his career one step at a time. Consistency, not luck, is what got him here. Louis Partridge's life philosophy. Beyond the career and the fame, what really defines Louis is his authenticity and humility. Despite being thrust into global stardom at just 17, Louis has remained remarkably grounded. He still hangs out with his school friends, who he says are always willing to knock him down a peg or two when needed. He values normalcy and doesn't let fame change who he is at his core. Louis is also incredibly thoughtful about his career choices. He's not chasing fame for fame's sake. He's choosing roles that challenge him, directors he admires, and projects that feel meaningful. He's mentioned his admiration for actors like James Norton and Matthew McFadyen, both of whom are known for being down to earth and loving their craft. Louis is also refreshingly honest about the challenges of fame. He's called social media a blessing and a curse, acknowledging that while it allows him to connect with fans, it also comes with pressure and scrutiny. He navigates it carefully, sharing enough to stay connected but not so much that he loses himself. Louis's philosophy is simple but powerful. Work hard, stay humble, protect what matters, and never forget where you came from. He doesn't take himself too seriously, but he takes his craft very seriously. He knows that talent got him the opportunity, but consistency, professionalism, and kindness will sustain his career for decades.